Now, chili is one of our family's favorite foods, especially in this colder weather. But if you want to up your chili game, you need to increase the quality of the ingredients that you're using. And it starts with high quality meat, like our ground pork. It doesn't take long to assemble the ingredients, but it does take a few hours to simmer. So if I go in and assemble it, by the time everybody's ready to eat at 6 o'clock this evening, it'll be ready to go.
Now I'm doing this in my New Wave 13-quart pressure cooker on the sear setting to saute the onions and brown the pork. On an Instapot, it'll be called a saute setting. And when it's time to simmer the ingredient, I turn it to the slow cooker setting. I like this because I can leave the house with a slow cooker to take the kids to after-school programs and that kind of thing without burning the house down. But of course, you can do this on the stove top as well.
I tend to quadruple this recipe like I'm doing today, but this recipe starts off with 2 pounds of ground pork. Then I season it to taste with Redmond real sea salt. I love that salt. Then for each 2 pounds of ground pork, I use 1 clove of garlic. I've got this high quality Organics Express ground garlic that I use instead of the clove garlic. And then I use 3 to 5 tablespoons of chili powder, depending on how spicy I like it. I usually buy organic chili powder in bulk from Amazon. What I really like about it is it's not using a whole bunch of preservatives and MSGs that you get in the grocery store. And when you buy a 1 pound package at a time, it usually winds up being much cheaper than what you'd buy at your local grocery store. Now I just cover this with a little bit of water, and then I can add either 1 15-ounce can of tomato sauce or 1 16-ounce can of tomato paste. I prefer using the tomato paste, but the tomato sauce will work. It's just not quite as concentrated. It needed just a little bit more water.
Once all these ingredients are added, I then let it simmer on the stove for 2 or 3 hours, or you can put it in the slow cooker for several hours, even all day. Once it's done, you add 2 tablespoons of cumin about 15 to 20 minutes before you're ready to serve it.
Now I'm cooking this in our New Wave pressure cooker, but you can do it on the stove or in a crock pot as well. The first thing that I do is cook the onions and then brown the ground meat. After that, everything else can just be left in a crock pot on high, or it can just simmer on low on the stove. Now it's just a matter of waiting several hours, and then we'll add a little bit of cumin on the end. How is the chili, Charlotte?
Great.